are giving yourself too much downtime. Jesus tells us that we're supposed to be picking our own cross up and denying our flesh every day to follow behind him and the work that he has done. During the 3-year ministry that Jesus had, he didn't have much time to stop moving. For most of his ministry, he was walking around, teaching and healing. So when he tells us that we're supposed to deny ourselves and pick up our own cross and follow behind him, it doesn't just mean to walk away from your sin. It means to have relationship with him and follow in what he did. What he did was to go around and teach others about how to save themselves from themselves. And you may be thinking, I'm not the right person to teach others or to go and tell people about God or Jesus. But do you think a carpenter boy from a super small town that nothing good comes from was the right person to do that? Do you think Moses, who was somebody that had a speech impediment, do you think he was right to lead others, not just others, but an entire nation to the right land and territory to live their lives? No. Everybody is ordinary until they start working at what they're supposed to work at. So whether you're supposed to do almost exactly what Jesus did and walk around and tell other people about God and salvation, or you're to do it online, tell other people online about him, or you're to work at a church, or you're to just go to work and be as good of a Christian as you can be and tell other people why you are the way you are, you have to do something. Being a Christian isn't just a label that you can slap on yourself and go about your day living how you want to live. Of course, you should not fall into sin. Of course, you should read your Bible. Of course, you should pray. But those aren't tasks that you should be completing every day. That should be the way that you live your life subconsciously. You shouldn't wake up and think, oh, I have to read a chapter before I can do anything. You should wake up and your mind instantly think that, oh, I should thank God for what I have and for waking up. When faced with mockery or taunting, you shouldn't be quick to be angry and lash out at the persecutor. You should look at what Jesus is doing and follow his instruction. When Jesus was here, the only time that you would see him get mad is when he went into the temple and saw that people were using his home, not for God, but to benefit themselves for money. That was the only time you can see him get angry within the Gospels, and it was righteous anger. So when you are faced or confronted with a situation where most would get angry, don't get angry. Stay calm and think about what Jesus would do. When you're going to where you go every day, whether that's school or to work, be different than other people. I work at a place where there is positions that are under me that have to work outside, and it's very hot outside. So what I did a few days ago was I did something simple that didn't cost much from me, but was the right thing to do. All I did was buy a Gatorade for someone who was working in that position. And the joy that came from that, not just from me, but from them as well, was crazy. You don't understand the small decisions that you can make that can help people in their day so much. The person I gave it to later told me that he was outside for 30 more minutes than he was usually scheduled to be outside. And he was asking me, how did you know that? How did you know that I was going to be outside for longer than usual? And I told him it was God. There are so many situations that God will put you in without even letting you know why you're being used for that situation. So make sure you're being generous to people when you can be. It doesn't have to be something elaborate or huge. Just live differently and live more like God. He calls us to more than what you are doing right now. If you're waking up and you're just laying in bed and watching videos, God calls you to deny yourself and not do that. God tells you to be more active like him and actually do something in a way that's meaningful. And again, it doesn't have to be elaborate. It just means being good to other people and being as calm and nice as you can to others and showing them who Jesus was. Live your life like Jesus. I love you. God bless.